Definitely was an unnatural selection that led me to pick this album out of all of them. So, The Resistance is the 2009 album by Muse, which is a weird band, but one of the coolest bands, at least I know, of all time. They're like, I mean, literally, Knights of Sidonia music video has space lasers in it, so. I mean, space lasers and unicorns in the Wild West. What more could you want from a band? But no, Muse continues to astound me by what they can do, by especially what Matthew Bellamy can do with his voice. His voice is so good. I love it so much. Uh, and hold on, I do believe actually. Okay, so 2003. You know what? Not even gonna bother. I don't know which album this is of theirs in terms of number of studio albums. Uh, I know I should know, but I don't. So yeah. Um, yeah, this is their 2009 album, The Resistance. First of all, can I say that album cover or that album artwork? Why is it blurry? There we go. That album artwork is super freaking cool. Like amazingness, and everything else inside too is also really awesome. And then there's back. There's 11 tracks on this, the last three being an old bit of a three-parter type deal, sort of, even though they're all full-length songs. Um, but, uh, this is, today is actually the very first time I heard this album in its entirety. Some of these songs, even that I had heard at all, such as Guiding Light and the entirety of the Exogenesis Symphony trilogy, I guess. Let me say, the first three songs on this album started off really strong. By the way, this is their fifth studio album according to Wikipedia. So there we go. Yeah. Um, no, this whole thing is amazing. Just what they can do. You start out with Uprising, perhaps one of their most popular and famous songs. That I at least that's what I would say it is. And you have The Resistance, another humongously like over the top, brilliant song. Just just great. And then you have Undisclosed Desires right after that. Really, the first three songs on this album are the best. They shine so much, with in contrast to a lot of the other ones. And then you have the last three, which is the Exogenesis thing. So really, kind of working in threes here a little bit. Um. So all right, what else? United States of Eurasia was a weird one for me. Real weird. Just it's a good song. I like it, but it's a bit just the the lyrics not I don't really like so much. As much as some of the other Muse stuff, especially the stuff that's on here. Speaking of lyrics, I love the lyrics in Guiding Light. Not so much the music of that one, still, but you know, it is what it is, and it's good. Um, but yeah, United States of Eurasia just it was cool, and it started off kind of soft and a little bit misleading as to what it was going to be. You know, some soft songs start off like that, and then they just go all crazy, and that's what this one did. And I don't really know if it worked out so well in its favor, but it exists. Still a good song. Not a huge fan of lyrics. Whatever. Unnatural Selection and then MK Ultra though. That's towards the middle. I feel like that's really another part where this album shines immensely. Uh, those are two of some of my favorite songs on here, especially Unnatural Selection coming after Guiding Light, giving that Muse vibe that I love so much with the weird chord progressions that they seem to like to use a lot. Then you have I Belong to You, ugh, with the French thing at the pretty sure that's French at the end of the title. Not even gonna try to pronounce that. But yeah, that's another great song. I like the beginning a little bit more than the rest of it. Don't really like the slow part as much. And of course, Exogenesis Symphony Part 1, 2, and 3, Overture, Cross Pollination, and Redemption, respectively. I feel like those really shined as well. Specifically, especially Part 2. That's where I feel it really shined. But, yeah. Well, I just paused it. We'll see how that works out. I forgot to tell my grandma that I was recording, and she came in to give me my sleeping pills. So, yeah. There's that. I don't know, that might just transition a little bit smoother than I expect, but who cares, really? Uh, what am I doing here? So, okay. This album was great, blah blah blah, it's Muse. Muse is fantastic. Um, is this better than Origin of Symmetry? No. Is it close? Yes. Well, if those who don't know, Origin of Symmetry is another Muse album, um, which I believe is actually their best album, even though it doesn't have my favorite Muse song, which is The Handler. But, you know, Drones is what Drones is still, and, I mean, it's good, but it's no Origin of Symmetry, right? Nothing really can compare to that album, I feel. They've just mastered all of it. Um, and I'm not trying to bash any other Muse album. I'm just saying, like, that's their best one. And I'm also excited for whatever the future is for Muse. I mean, because, you know, Dig Down was released a little while ago, and that's blowing up. And, I mean, I don't know, is it just a single, or is it going to be part of an album? I hope it's part of an album, because that would be just awesome. A new Muse album. Oh man, I hope that's what it is, because that's exciting. Um, this album only has 11 tracks, but it's like almost an hour long, so that's cool. I don't really know what else to say. Besides, Muse is great. Go check out Muse. They have a cover of House of the Rising Sun that was awesome that I didn't know existed until like a month ago. I might be getting sick. I'm not sure. Also, sorry about the whole thing where like now I'm missing 2 videos. Uh, yeah. I I tried. Keeping a schedule is a lot harder than I thought. Um, I don't know. I might just like say, screw it, and not do the schedule thing, except for Saturdays. I'll try and record every Saturday, but other than that, I don't really know. I might try and keep the schedule because Mondays and Thursdays actually work better for me than Saturdays do. Anyway, because I'm off of work those days, but at the same time, I don't know. I just don't have motivation to do anything, and I'm just so tired and exhausted from my job and from all the other stuff going on in my life right now. And other times I just don't really want to listen to music for some reason, which is very weird considering that's like my future career is everything involving music. But, you know, yeah, it is what it is. Life is busy, life is hard, and blah, 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 whatever. Here's my cat. Say hi to the camera. No? Okay. You're not gonna love me today? That's okay. So yeah, The Resistance. Oops. The Resistance by Muse. Great album. It's like 7, 8 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. Great album. Bye. See ya.